Wow, thanks a lot. That's right. This is the last stop of this tour for this year in beautiful Huntington, and we couldn't be more excited to be here with y'all. So thanks for coming out to this tonight. And since it is the very end of the tour, I should let you know that I smell like a foot. And I think that you'll find that my poetry is the perfect poetry to eat dinner by. So I'd like to start this set off with a survey, and you can just follow up with me with your answers after this. There's a lot of reverb up here. Can you hear that out there? Does it sound all right? Good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, great. Did you cover all the ground you meant to cover? Check your inbox. Check your other inbox. Did anyone ever tell you you have a lot of nerve? Is that true? Do you think of yourself as being an upstart? What, in your opinion, is the main issue facing the youth of today? Is it drugs and sex, madness, fatigue? Have you ever tried any of those? On a scale of 1 to the collapse of the known universe, how important is it to leave a trail of madness to remind you of the way back? Who exists and who doesn't, in your opinion? Do you think there's any leeway? Are you smarter than most people? Do you walk around at night in graveyards wondering how stupid they all must have been? Do you think, being dead, we will lose our shortcomings or accrue infinitely more? What is your least favorite quality in a person? Say anything. For example, asks too many questions. Can leap head high from flat ground, escape their enclosure. What was the last opportunity you leaped at? Was it worth it? Do you think of yourself as being a go-getter? Can you go and get something for me out from under the house? I buried it there 50 years ago. It has terrible powers. How does it feel to hold it in your hands? Thank you. Now my phone is covered in spit, which is really cool. I'm also covered in spit all the time. Yeah, I am one. I even went for a swim today. Didn't do any good. Here's a poem about not being able to go to sleep at night. Rain on a tin roof. Like if angels cried tears of Xanax. On one of those late night channels, visible only to those who've crossed a certain threshold of delirium, I saw an interview with a woman who claimed to hunt the devil. The key, she said, is to let it hunt you first for a little while. The rest of the corpse, 3 installments of $29.99. Bring me an angel that bleeds free money, and then we'll talk. Thanks. I'm going to read from something here that I am very proud to read from. It's you will see the 2 volumes of this purple zine in the back at the merch table where Brian is at. Please also be sure to go back there and check out our merch table and the folks tabling back there. Get you some good stuff from local people. This was produced as a benefit for the Appalachian Prison Book Project by Howard and Brian. So good cause. If you buy one of these or both of them, you should buy both of them. That will go towards that project, getting books in the hands of incarcerated people around the Appalachian region. So I'm going to read. The idea was that everybody sent in 10 stories that were in 50 words or less each story. So I'm just going to read a few of mine that appear in this. Probation. The well-being of everything around us depends not only on our ability to perceive it, but to be changed by it. my 6-year-old niece whispers to me at dinner. I lean in and say, I'm done changing. She says, fine, I'm not your probation officer. Explanation. They accuse my mother and father of being witches just because they were found beating blood-soaked drums in the woods at midnight. A simple explanation. They work 2 to 10 in a paper mill. We don't have a television, and I am a terrible son. Joy. I have never had sex in my hometown with a hometown girl or boy. Growing up, there was a premium placed on such activities. Today, I'm mostly the same. I go to a party, and during peak joy, I go outside and drown in the pool. Threshold. You know what your problem is? You got no faith in your country. That's on you, Buster, not me. I've been a man for as long as I can remember, a real man. I got big, big hands, said the toll booth operator, choking to death on a leaf. Insult. My father would pay me 25 cents for every angel I blasted dead off the bird feeder. After everyone was asleep, I'd call my neighbor. She would make their wings move again. 25 cents was not a lot of money back then. In fact, it was an insult. Thanks.